Good evening on this October 21st. It's 11:22 and I'm in the bed for the night doing my nightly journal entry. For those of you who listen and might be complaining, why do I talk like this, or why I talk so low, or why, I sound like I'm about to do something I ain't supposed to be doing. Because it's a nightly journal entry. I am in the bed, I am comfortable, and I'm speaking from a very intimate, private point of view. Let me get comfortable first. Hold on. I gotta get in my back pillow. So I'm gonna jump right into the important, the meat and potatoes of this entry, and that is that I'm moving in with my mom. I've made up my mind. And it's not what you think. It's a mental move-in. I'm mentally moving in with my mom. I've come to the point where, as much as I like expressing myself or thinking I'm grown or exhaling demons out, I'm doing more harm to myself than good. So I invited her into my headspace, and she's going to be in charge of the things that I'm just, no matter how old I get, I can't seem to take charge of myself. And it took a lot for me to realize that today. I was listening to T.D. Jakes. It was just a commercial, him advertising his sermons, where he said to it, if you got to live with your mama, if you got to move in with your mama, don't give up the faith. I think it's called Don't Give Up the Faith. If you lose your job, don't give up the faith. If you lose your money, your house, don't give up the faith. If you lose your spouse, don't give up the faith. If you got to move in with your mama, and as soon as he said that, something clicked in my head. I said, I do need to mentally live with my mother, because that is my weakest point. As much as I can physically say no, it's the mental part that's keeping me like a hermit indoors. Because when I go out, that's what's challenged the most, is my mental space. And I can't keep spreading myself thin, trying to fix the situation. It's not fixable. It's not fixable. And I have to hit that total button now, and let it be known that it's not fixable. And I have to treasure whatever jewels and curses I have. And I have to make it. I have to turn these mud rocks into diamonds. I have to do that, or I will have nothing. I'm already sitting on nothing. You can't have a double nothing. It doesn't make sense. There's no such thing as a double zero. You only need one. Because as soon as you put a number in front of a zero, the zeros multiply themselves. It has nothing to do with the, whatever. That's why I need this type of guidance. And it's hard for me. I am an old child. I'm an old girl, and I'm stuck in my ways, and especially in my headspace, because I can stop doing everything, but in my mind, I'm still doing the same things over and over and over. And it's hard to get a head check like that, because I don't want to lose that power. I don't want to lose that source of strength. I want to be in control, but I also need to recognize when I need help. When I need the right kind of help. When somebody is obviously mentally stronger and mentally more capable, I can't get upset every time they correct me, because I know I'm in the wrong. That is so hard for me to understand. And it's taken me years. Every time my mother chastises the way I think or react to something, I react like a child, and I get real stubborn. And it shouldn't have taken this long. But by the grace of God, today, I finally let her in that space. And I realized that I was wrong. I'm very, very wrong. You can always be open and talk to people and express your views, but then there's a point where you're just a danger to yourself. And being alone shouldn't be a nightmare. When I'm in my room by myself, I shouldn't be thinking, why am I in this nightmare? Who's trying to hurt me? Am I going to hurt myself? What am I going to get myself into, because I'm not under any type of watch or guidance? So today, I made the choice to mentally move in with my mother, and to ask her for my help with my mental issues and my mental affairs, to get my mind in order. Because as much as I pray to God for these jobs, I worked so hard at Liberty University. I worked my ass off. No matter what I went through, No matter how weak my mental was, I made myself. You could how exhausting and scared I was that I was gonna flunk out. And I worked my ass off and I graduated and I got my degree and I want to use it for something. I want to be a better person. I want to get that job and buy my condo and just ball out for the rest of my life. I should be able to have that. But if I'm denied that because of my headspace, because I'm a head case, that'll hurt even more. So it started today, but it's really going to kick in tomorrow. My mom's going to be in this headspace of mine. It ain't going to be all this war so new fantasy shit going on, writing more stories, having mental boyfriends. All that shit has to come to a close. And I know that starts with letting her in to check that hoish, thottish mentality for good, to get it out for good. That's the meat and potatoes of the conversation. That's what I had to say. Other than that, I just recorded a song called Ghost Love. I like in my bathroom, I like the verses. The verses are tight. The chorus is good too, but it's weak. And it's okay. It's not professional. I do it for my own mental sanity. I like creating things. And that's another thing that I let her in about. My need to be creative. I don't need to be this creative if I'm not doing anything with this work. This is just a hobby for me. But even in it being a hobby, you have to be careful that it doesn't hype your emotions up and take you to thottish behavior. Engaging in thottish behavior. If I was a thought and it got me somewhere, that's one thing. But if you're a thought and it almost kills you, almost gets you homeless, has people threatening your life, destroying your character, your reputation, killing any opportunity you have to make it in the music industry or the entertainment industry. I mean, the real nut jobs, the real Italian job, like, you know what I mean? That thing that nightmares are made of. Would you, okay, let me try it again 20 years later. You think it's going to get better after 20 years of you not doing it? You think if you jump back in it, it's going to be that much better? Hell no. You're just going to be that 40-year-old bum that everybody already knows is a thought. So why in the world should they respect you? Put your head on right, screw it on, and tell these motherfuckers to stick it where they can, you know what I'm saying? Shove it up and get that out of my face and leave me alone. If you ain't trying to make me better or help me along or show me what I got to do to better Aisha Elaine Victoria Miller, who the fuck are you? And that's why I'm letting her in my headspace so we can keep these emotions in check. You don't have the Tanyas and the Sheila Millers and the Aunt Wardells for no reason. These are women with wisdom. Let them in. Let them teach you. You think it's all about money? At a certain point, to be a woman, you just have to be wise about something. You just got to have a lesson learned on something. You can't go through all this hell and then have no wisdom about it. That's insane. That drives me up a fucking wall. You have to be stronger. You have to, If you had mental walls you could punch out, you can punch those things into eternity and scream on them as they fall down the rabbit hole in Alice in Wonderland. You understand what I'm saying? You have to. And then I get so upset with myself because I'm in here watching these TikTok videos and I'm looking at these young kids and these older men and these older women with these lessons. And I'm just like, where's the nightmare lessons? Like somebody just pops up in front of the screen with a real lesson that scares you right then and there out of your headspace, because these people are like zoned into a zero and there's nothing in there that pulls the candy out of it. It's just these lessons. You just want to growl at the screen and crack it one time. Like, why am I watching this? It's not helping me. But you watch it anyway. Yeah, cut this TikTok. I want to dance. I want to look at cute guys. No. It's encouraging the same behavior. Moderate your time. Chop it down. TikTok 5 minutes. Let it go. It's going to be the same faces, the same behavior, the same songs, the same body types, everything. Just drop it. Oh, God. You see, this is the strength I want. This is the strength that helps me keep my freaking, the horniness. This is the strength that sits on top of that. Now, I can punk her ass down, tell her to shut the fuck up and stop embarrassing me in front of my friends. And, well, Well, they're not my friends. They're just talking to me. So the voices that are talking to me. And I can let my mom come in and check it if they get violent about it. And that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Anyway, what else I was going to talk about? I don't have nothing else to say. I had mad ideas today so I could start part 2 of the War of Sore New, the Rocktune Wars. I got too much. I have stuff I got to get ready for now. Maybe after I get the job and I do what I got to do and I get settled, maybe then I can go back to it. But there's no way in this growth stage I can start being creative now and not mentally prepare for what's about to happen in my life. Something big is trying to happen. I want it to happen. I want it to fucking happen. And I don't want to be in my own ways. I'm in my own way. I'm in my way. I'm in it. I'm in my way. Help me see myself out of my own way so the blessings can come in. I want my blessing. I want my blessing. I want my blessing. I want my blessing. God damn it. Good night.